Hey, what's up guys, it's legit and I got some MOAB gameplay, MOAB, whatever all these people call it. I prefer to call it the MOAB and I feel that's how it is pronounced properly. But by the way, before I start this video out and get into the main subject, I want to say this is not my MOAB, just letting you guys know. This is Bearsman84, also known as xL3G1TxOzoNe. He will be in my clan and he's just waiting for Microsoft points to change his name. So, yeah, so I'm gonna get into the main subject and get you down into the awesomeness of this flawless gameplay all the way up to the MOAB. And it's gonna end right after the MOAB because he dies a few times, like 3 times, and then the game ends. So yeah, so I'm gonna get into it. So today I'm bringing you a MOAB gameplay, obviously, with the MP7. So the MP7 and the PP90 are the best submachine guns for getting a MOAB. But I just really want to say, these are the tactics for getting a MOAB. These are the best ways and best weapons, perks, everything you want to use. It's the best way to get a MOAB. So, I haven't actually got one myself, but he told me all the best things because he's gotten 5 now, and he's died one away like 30 times. So I'm gonna listen to his instructions and, tell everything. So anyways, the first thing is the guns. So you either want to use an assault rifle, and for the assault rifle would be the Type 95 or the ACR. The Type 95 because it is a one burst, and it's always good to have a gun that's reliable, accurate, powerful, all that's good stuff. And one of the things about the MP7 and why he's using it is because it is accurate for a submachine gun, high rate of fire. It's just overall a great weapon, and it's one of the best weapons for getting a MOAB, I'd have to say. I've died 5 away from a MOAB with this gun a few times, and yeah, I definitely think this is one of the best ones. And the next weapon would be the PP90. The reason why the PP90 would be good for a MOAB is because of the high rate of fire, and the PP90 is really mainly made for mission and dome because it's close range and it doesn't really have a far distance range, and it does, but it's just got such a high rate of fire that you can't really keep the gun from, flopping around, as I would say. But anyways, and then for the assault rifles, there's an ACR, and the reason you use an ACR is because, like I said, high rate of fire, well, not super high rate, but it's accurate, it's reliable, it's got great damage, all that good stuff. And the perks we'll be using today would be Quick Draw, Scavenger, and Assassin. And the reason he's running this perk setup, well, I use the exact same one. The reason you run this perk setup is because when you want to get Quick Draw so you can aim in faster, because that's a big key. You want to be able to aim in fast, because that's one of the biggest things, and throw grenades fast and stuff like that. So anyways, you want to use Quick Draw first, because and then you want to use Scavenger second. And the reason you want to use Scavenger second is because the time you get that amount of kills is when about, you're not going to need Scavenger as your first perk, because if you're going to be using Scavenger, you're just going to be getting 2 kills, and then you'll immediately be, you're just going to get them, and then you'll already have that, and you really don't need it because you already have a bunch of ammo left. So it's good to use Quick Draw, Scavenger, and then Assassin. And the reason he uses Assassin, and I also use Assassin, is because of staying stealth. One of the big keys and, main things you really want to focus on when you're trying to get a MOAB is definitely staying stealth. One of the biggest reasons on staying stealth is because once your team or the enemy team gets a UAV, they will hunt you down. And with Assassin and the Specialist Kill Streak, you have Blind Eye, and all the stuff that keeps you stealth from the enemy team's UAVs, air support, everything could kill you easily on a MOAB. And one of the biggest things I definitely recommend on getting a MOAB is definitely, I can't say this more, backing out of gunfights when you know you can't win. And this was definitely a big subject me and xL3G1TxOzoNe talked about. The reason we talked about this is because one of the biggest problems we've had with getting a MOAB is getting in gunfights that we can't win. And it's happened to me one time. I got in a gunfight with an ACR using a PM9, and that's how I died 5 away from my MOAB. And the reason you don't want to verse other weapons that are gonna win, or other players that you know will beat you because of their head glitching position or something like that, you know, it's all definitely depends on what gun you're using, but it all depends on your brain. You gotta think up there, am I gonna win this? Am I? And if you know you're not gonna win this, back out of it, because you don't want to get killed. You know, that's one of the biggest problems I've had is not thinking of backing out of the gunfight. After you're damaged a little bit, running back in and going for it, he'll drop shot, and you never know what weapon he's gonna have. You know, he could have a striker with damage and extended mags for all you know. And you know, versing up that with the MP7, I'm saying the MP7's a powerful gun, but striker with damage is a monster. I will definitely admit that. It's one of like the most powerful guns in the game. That's why you don't definitely want to verse that. So yeah, that's why those are the main MOAB tactics, and you really want to be smart when you're getting a MOAB, and that's what all these tactics, or tips I should say, should help you be. You should be smart after listening to all these, following all these directions. You should be able to get a successful MOAB. It all depends on your map too. This gun, MP7, and the PP90 are both awesome weapons for you know, dome, mission, you know, etc. Smaller maps, you know, smaller maps. And then I'd say the ACR and Type 95 would definitely be recommended on longer range maps. And boom, clock the MOAB in, and really hope you guys enjoyed these MOAB tactics. I definitely want to thank Jason for this awesome gameplay, and we'll bring a big old series out about MOAB tactics and give you some awesome content on a bunch of different MOABs. So please subscribe to me and Jason's channel. Channel link in the description. Talk to you guys later, and have a new MOAB video up soon. Peace.